All right. Well, the Wayfinders are back. Everybody's here. Who we got?
Welcome back, Gabriel, owner of the Royal Lounge.
Chef Chris, owner of Hardin Company Private Services and Private Catering.
And Paula, I'm just loud and sarcastic sometimes.
Sister P.
But we get through it, y'all. We get through it. So, good news. What's happening right now?
Man, what's happening in the world? Where do we get started?
No
we
Diddy.
can start politics.
We can do No Diddy.
You guys want? Yeah, no Diddy. No Diddy. So, if you guys haven't heard, Donald Trump, if you haven't seen the news, he's been pardoning a lot of people. And if you don't know what pardon means, they get out of jail scratch-free no matter what crimes they've committed. What do you guys think about that? Wild, yeah?
I saw the Christies. Is that the name of that celebrity couple that ended up in jail?
The brothers? No, that's the Mendez
that's
brothers.
his wife.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Mendez brothers shouldn't be. That's not a great idea. That should be thought about for a moment.
I agree.
So yeah, no, I get it. I get it that people get pardoned. Some
Yeah.
things don't seem as serious to a lot of people
Yeah.
as they may have been in the moment.
Yeah,
I
no,
get it.
I agree. So he's been doing that a lot. He's been letting people out. And a reporter asked him the question, if Diddy got locked up in prison, would you pardon him? Now, remember, Donald Trump claims that he's cool friends with Diddy back in the day. I don't know about currently. And so his response was, I would have to see the information before I make a decision.
Party. What information?
Whoa.
What are we talking about right now?
Donald Trump at the party is crazy.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
And the Diddy party.
He was at the
Stop.
freak off.
Take that. No, but yeah, man, I really think that he shouldn't kind of pardon him, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm in agreement with if he could. I don't know.
Because we know what Diddy got
It's
into.
just, it's just Diddy.
Hard life.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, all the baby oil returned to all the stores, so
Right?
we don't think we need to take that away from all our babies out here. So
The only reason why I haven't said a lot about Diddy, because I get to talk about things all the time out
You're
loud, is because he has people killed all the time.
He did. Now that's a big topic.
does.
Tupac,
Doing his
Biggie.
work. Yeah.
Oh, Biggie for sure.
Mhm. And lots of other people in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is it that was dating Cassie that got his Porsche blown up?
Oh.
Is that Kid Cudi? I think that's right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You are right.
You gotta know when you're dealing with the real killer, because when you are, then you gotta think about what you're gonna say
Yeah.
before you say it.
Now-
Now that said, I hope the RICO case is.
I was gonna say I might be ignorant, but is it the charges against him? Is it the RICO cases, or I know it's not. It can't be all the nasty stuff he was doing with the freak offs. Like that's not a crime.
That's what I keep thinking.
That's not a crime, but everyone's blowing that up in media.
Willing participants. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
no, definitely
Let's just
willing.
look it up for a second. What do you guys think it is?
I think it could be the abuse that he put Cassie through. You know, like
No, he paid
like
her off.
domestic
Remember?
violence?
She was gonna. She came after him. What, 2 years ago?
Uh-huh.
He paid her the 30 mil right out the gate.
Really?
Oh, so
Yeah,
she
within days.
he can't come.
She filed her thing and he paid it off immediately. But then that opened up the doors to say, yeah, well, he also got kicked off. What's the is he?
The
Who's
Epstein
Ciroc?
Island? Oh,
No, who's Ciroc? Who does the liquor? What was Diddy's liquor?
I think it is Ciroc.
it's Ciroc, yeah.
It's Ciroc.
Got it. He had to step off the board of that.
Yeah.
Like as soon as he paid that money,
Yeah.
they were done. Like everything that he was touching, he had to take his hands off of so that he wouldn't crash those companies up.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, it's not even a matter of an admission of guilt.
Yeah.
Everybody knows he did it. He knows he did it. He's already paid people off to make them not talk about what
Yeah.
he's done. So I'm not really sure what he's on trial
I think
for.
sex trafficking, actually.
That might be it.
Because I was keeping up with the trial a little bit, like the escorts and everything that he had come to these parties and do things over there, right?
Yes.
And there was claims of sex trafficking happening amongst the people that were there. So that's why they said he's connected to Jeffrey Epstein and the Epstein Island and all that.
See, that's why the president can't say anything. So is he.
Yeah. Yep.
So I guess is the don't say anything, it won't be nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he's just gonna
Don't start going won't be
he's
nothing.
just gonna go over that and just slowly just go over that and be like, yeah, I'm not gonna stay out of this because then
Yeah.
something's gonna like on me, like you said, Rico, like everybody's involved.
Yeah.
It's gonna get taught in.
It'll be interesting to see what Trump does once he gets sentenced and everything, if he does get locked up.
It is sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
So yeah,
And
pimp.
it's a yep. And then some.
That's what
And
the
then
P.
some. It's
That was
bad.
the P of P Diddy stand for. Pimp Diddy.
Well, no, his name was Love at the end, bro. So he was all love.
It was all love. In other news, sports world. We all know who Cardi B is, right?
Yeah.
So if you're not aware, Cardi B is dating a NFL player, Stephon Diggs. He plays for the Patriots. He just got signed for them this offseason. Super great wide receiver, but there was a video footage of him on a yacht. Him and Cardi B were on the yacht having a party with these females and other people there, of course. And Stephon Diggs is having these other females call him daddy. Wow, his girlfriend is on the boat.
Did she see it? Did she hear it?
I'm sure she did, but she wasn't in that shot. So I don't know if she was somewhere else on the yacht, but all this was caught and...
Cardi's not one to step back.
No, she's
She
gonna call it out.
Yeah.
Step up.
She calls out all the bullshit for sure.
Yeah. So we ask you, if you were on a boat, with or without your wife,
Oh,
and you
bro.
had these women calling you daddy.
You see how she doing? it?
I wouldn't have these women call me daddy. That's so, I don't know. To me, someone like
See,
when
I'm
my
safe, because we're like cousins, I can say whatever I want.
like my wife, full discrepancy. If she calls me daddy, I don't find that attractive personally. Like that doesn't do it for me as a guy. And some guys get like they like that stuff.
It's the most beautiful deflection of you know what the question is. You know what the question. It's not the word daddy. It's not
the
that
females
word.
calling me anything.
You being on the boat with a bunch of girls.
I wouldn't do that.
You know.
I would not do that.
Ass shaking music on.
My wife would beat my ass.
There we go. That's what I wanted to know.
Me and her would not be on that boat unless it were just
I
alone.
plead the fifth.
What? Sir,
the
let's
fifth.
hear why. Why are you not telling us?
Why are you not telling us?
That's what why are you not telling us?
So,
Bring it
self-incrimination, you know, like I'm just gonna breezy casually go over that.
Mm-hmm.
You can. I'm sitting right here.
What would you do in that situation?
I'm not doing this. It wouldn't be a situation.
Wouldn't be nothing.
It wouldn't be nothing at all.
Now let's.
Why? Because you wouldn't have a camera on the boat? Because you'd be smart enough to be like, folks need to stay on the coast?
I think this question's actually for her because it would get the female's perspective on the issue,
Hmm.
right? How would you feel if a guy you were dating had these other females calling him daddy
And you walk
as the girlfriend? How would you
walking
feel?
down the steps with your champagne, you dancing. You know what I'm saying?
And then I see,
Wait a minute.
I
And
see
then you see
just
this.
titty and ass on him.
Uh huh.
I'm like, sir, you have the best time of your life. Because me too.
Oh, she got her get back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, forget the get back. I'm done. I'm good to move on. I'm not a second chance kind of person.
Oh wow.
So you're gonna ride out that awkward boat
Straight
ride
sad.
back to the
She
port,
about
or you
to
gonna throw
party,
him off
so
the
she-
board?
It's not gonna be awkward.
She's saying she about to party and act like nothing wrong and then never come back.
I'm like, I hope you're living your best life because I'll be honest, I don't need you.
Remember
You
our
think
last
about-
episode? Petty, right?
Petty, yeah. Petty
Petty
P.
P.
Sister Petty, Sister P. Sister, you know.
Sister Petty.
Mm,
I'll take it. For you, that's what I'm gonna be. It's just petty all the
Sister
time.
Petty.
But you know what? Think about this. Cardi doesn't need him. She had
Wait, wait, yeah,
Is that Offset?
yeah, Offset.
Yeah, she had Offset. She didn't need him either. She wanted Offset.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't need this dude.
Yeah.
He can do what he wants because when she walks away, one of them is gonna have a career that hurts, and one of them's not. It's never Cardi. Cardi never gets hurt. But she might actually be hurt as a person, but her money
Yeah,
keeps coming.
she'll move on. She'll find someone else.
Yes, she will. Every time. Every time.
Okay.
So
Power
what's-
to the women.
When we are on the boat, is it just no cameras, or are we just not gonna do things to violate our relationship? What's the plan, y'all?
I'm driving the boat. Let me drive the boat.
You're
I'm
not
driving
driving yet.
I don't know. Just let me drive the boat. I'm just gonna be in the.
He knows
I
how
don't
to
know
swim,
nothing.
fella.
I got
He knows how to
sunglasses on.
swim, fella.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to clear something up. Two of us here are someone, and two of us here are black. And there's something that black folks have in common, generally speaking.
Oh, I don't like where
Oh,
this
there's
is going.
there's a
That's
couple.
something
Come
to
on.
do with water and
Oh,
surviving it.
Let me tell you something.
Can you swim?
Certified
Yes
lifeguard.
or no?
Certified lifeguard in the wild. When I went to college and played ball, like that was my training. I used to do like 5 miles. We had to do
Okay.
rescue stuff.
He's a black Michael
CPR
Phelps.
certified.
The black
I just need
Michael
to know.
Phelps.
CPR certified. I'm cool with it. I mean, you can't do all the stuff. The new regulations is.
Bella, do you know how to swim?
Of course I know how to swim.
Okay.
I grew up on an island.
That's the
Yeah.
islander side of her. Okay.
She was trying.
My whole life is at the beach.
Look. She was trying to throw me a life vest because she thought I couldn't swim.
Uh,
You see how she set me up?
assuming.
Listen,
Petty, sister
Oh.
Petty.
I'm just checking. I don't know the boundaries of
I feel like
what
this.
you can and can't do.
I feel like I derived this off of text, but we'll get into more context later. I think I'll fuel this off of that, but
See,
for the most part.
Tell me something. What'd you study for?
What I studied for?
Yeah, what'd you study in college? What was that? What'd you do?
Philosophy, history.
Okay, and then when did you transition into being a chef?
When I found out I didn't want to be a med student and I needed to find something that would make sense, remarkably be more deep, because I'm a really deep person with something that's below the surface, but I really couldn't do nothing with it. But I got my education and could walk across the stage, so that was the best way to.
Well, that's
to save
beautiful.
it.
That's beautiful. I like that. But then when did you decide that you were going to be a chef? Because that's what you do now.
Yes, ma'am. So I decided to be a chef after I reflected on just what I was doing in college. Like what I was doing in college was I was throwing parties. Like not in like just cooking food the whole entire time. And then I would charge, but what I would charge for the money would be for the food. And then I would use that money to get more alcohol. So now, and then we're just inviting everybody over and it's just a shindig. I did it so naturally because like my college house was like, it was like 5 of us. And in one little college house and stuff like that. So all the football players is wild.
Yeah.
So like
The smell of the house.
So yeah, like I'm always. I mean, it smell like food.
Okay.
It smell like
Okay, you
food.
said 5
It
football
smell like
players.
food.
I was going to defend you.
God, it smell like food.
Hey, good food is that.
Really good food.
Good food.
Good
okay?
food. Great
Good
food.
food. Yeah,
Great food.
the whole thing. No, but truly, the funniest story ever is that I went to my professor. I'm like, bro, I don't even know if I want to do history. Like, I'm just flat out like, bro, I don't know. I'm demotivated in college. He said, what do you like to do? And then that's when I told him about like the parties and I like to cook all the time. He's like, why don't you go to culinary school? And I'm like, put a pin on it. And then fast forward 5 years from there. And once we did those 5 years, I was at a GM at Chipotle. And my chef came in, that was the chef, because I worked in the kitchen at Briarcliff University. That's where I went to school at for football. And that chef was moving on to becoming a chef instructor. And they had just got like a $2.5 million kitchen in Western Iowa. Tech is the name of the school. And he was like, you should come check it out. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I got a good gig. I'm getting promoted up. Like that next week, I don't know what happened, but I was just like, bro, I don't like my life at all. And just struggling. And I was like, I need to get rid of this job. I left Chipotle. And my fiance just set me down and was like, what do you want to do? I love music. I always like to write. I'm gonna be a music artist. And then she was like, what else do you like? I want to be a chef. Like,
She said,
What else do you want to do?
what else do you want? Hey,
what else?
that ain't for you, boy. No, but
Hearing you sing your ABCs was my indication.
Hey, bars.
Pick something else. Pick something else.
Me and my godbrother do this all the time. Like, my godbrother Juice, he's like, bars with a Z. I have bars with a Z, okay?
No.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? But anyway,
We're
like,
going to let you live. Keep going.
like I was saying before I rudely interrupted. No, but yeah, no, it was that or cooking, because I grew up cooking with my grandma and my grandparents and my mom. Everybody cooked in my family, and I used to host events with them, like fish fries and Sundays and stuff like that. So I'm like, let me go to my heart. Let's derived to my heart, our heart and company. Let's go to our heart.
Yeah.
Like, what is our heart speaking? What is our heart telling us to do? And I'm like, food. Let's do it. I'm gonna do the chef thing. Register for the school, start going to school, start working 2 other jobs, and I got through school, and yeah, and then fast forward 7 years later, and I'm sitting here with you.
See?
So
I'm just
see what happened.
Where's the food?
So just to, I'm glad she said that. So I always talk about me and G always talk about entrepreneurship. We always talking about the things and opportunities that we always get to do. And like, I'm a full-time chef 6 times a week for, what I'm saying, for a professional athlete and his wife. So like, I don't really have a lot of time to materialize my own meals. You know what I'm saying? So this is my only day off. So I was gonna make some smack and cheese, but I ain't have time to make it yet. Keyword yet.
Yeah.
So stay tuned on it.
Okay. I like it because you're now in this world where you control how your money comes.
Yeah, just say no. I don't like you. Bye.
A question I have for you, Chris, is so when you cook 6 days a week, those meals that you make for your clients, is that what you and your wife eat as well for dinner? Like, do y'all make
Do you make
more
enough for everybody?
for everybody?
I like in the perfect world, yes. For the majority of the time, I'm saying like twice a week. We probably make that stretch, and then sometimes I just don't have time to like
So what are you
Make a
eating?
bigger portion of it.
bigger portion. So when I do lunches and dinners, right? So just for example, like I will make the extra amount for juice. So I juice for every meal, eating a salad, a wrap, or a sandwich, something that I prepare, but it has a juice that's paired with it and some greens. So I'm just getting everything balanced with all the colors and stuff. So typically I can take that back to the house, but it depends on if I can take some from that. And a lot of times I'm getting so dead on with my numbers that
It's not.
Because you want to eliminate
I'm
the
getting,
waste.
I'm getting rid of the waste, and that's why I juice, because like the stuff you can just juice it.
Yeah.
Just turn it into juice.
What do you do with all that? The refuse just left?
I mean, you could turn it into a salad. They do turn it into a salad. You can use it as a roughage because it has a lot of fiber in it.
Yeah.
But right now I'm tossing it out. I'm not composting anything. I'm not keeping
It's
it.
okay. I'm not judging.
I'm judging myself. I don't
Why are you judging him, fella?
No, you know what? One time I bought 20 pounds of carrots just because it's on sale at Winco. 20 pounds.
20
What are you
pounds.
supposed to do with 20 pounds?
I mean, you give me 20
Of
pounds.
carrots.
Yeah, I'm juicing. Yeah, I'm juicing.
Of all
on it.
things, carrots.
Like nobody wants to drink carrot juice at my house, so I got maybe like 7 pounds. I was like, that's.
Bro, you could have
I
given
just
it
threw
to
the rest of
me.
the carrots in the garden.
It's a girl
So
said.
compost. I didn't even try. I mean, they were whole carrots and threw the whole thing out.
You can only eat so much carrots
Carrots.
and blue cheese or ranch as
Yeah.
you can, before you
Yeah.
get sick
But
of
I mean,
it.
you juice it.
Yeah.
I mean, all you're doing is just
See, but you
carrot
break the
roughage. I don't know how to make carrot cake. I can cook. I cook meat.
I can break that
That's
shit
what I
cake.
wanna.
I can get simple text, bro. Like I'm right here. Like I was finding the text message. I'm busy, but texts are
I
easy.
just want to ask you a quick question.
Oh,
How long have we been knowing each other?
hot second.
Right. So how could I have called
So
you
I'm
about
programming
this?
you
This
right
was
now.
a problem.
I'm programming you. I'm programming you.
This was a while ago that
Yeah,
this occurred.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a while
Yeah.
ago.
So-
I never did it again.
Well, if you ever go to Winco and buy a bulk of carrots, now you know.
Now I know. I'm calling. I'm calling.
Yeah. We can turn it into other things.
See, okay, real quick. What about you? Because you're also in this entrepreneurial space.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Like where the passion and desire
No,
comes
how did you even get here?
from. Yeah.
Because I knew at one point you were an incredible salesman. So
Yeah.
where's the transition? Why did you do it?
Yeah, so I started at the U when I first moved out here. Went up there for pre-med, studied pre-med for a semester.
Does everybody realize that OChem is just not for them? And then they're like, you know what?
I think that's what happened. On top of a lot of other things. But I just had moved in from out of state, so I was paying out of state tuition. And so I got a student loan for like $16,000 for one semester.
Ooh,
Yeah, I didn't want to go back.
that's a lot.
Yeah. So then dropped out. My wife was still going to school, and then before COVID hit, she had the thought that we should start up a business and monetize this by doing the eyelash stuff. And I was like, okay. And so out of our house, I had an extra room in the basement, and I built out a lashing studio. And so that's where she started taking clients for a year after she got her license. Keep in mind, you mentioned sales. So I was a regional sales director for a mattress company. Made the company millions of dollars. And I was there for a couple of years. I want to say about 4 or 5 years. And then my wife had the, we can cut this out.
I didn't realize I was making noise.
Yeah, no, you're good. We can cut that little segment out.
So I'll come right here. Okay. Thank you. No
That's
problem.
give us an extra 10 minutes because
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, we're,
So yeah, built her out of the studio. She was taking clients there for a year, and then I was still working at Mattress Firm. And then we got pregnant with our youngest daughter, and then she said, "You're working so much, you don't have a lot of time with us. Why don't you leave your 9 to 5 and come work the business with me?" And I was like, "Okay, I can do that as long as we're financially stable for this little gap until my clientele begins to build up. Then I can do that." And she was like, "Okay, yeah, we'll be all right." And so she made it possible for me to leave my 9 to 5 and then open up the barbershop side of stuff. Outside of the Royal Lounge, me and my brother-in-law, my wife's brother, were starting a painting business as well. 801 Pro Painters.
Like painting.
Painting commercial and residential. So he does that
Because I
currently.
low-key don't want to paint my house and it all has to be painted right now.
It's a lot of work.
Throwing it out there. Yeah, I don't want to do it. I
You
want
know a
somebody
guy.
else to do it.
You know a guy.
Mhm.
So we're starting that. He's me and him are business partners in that venture, and hoping to get out there in the construction world and do that.
Nice.
So we're always, I mean, it takes 7 businesses, so to say, to become a millionaire, and so that's where the mindset is very prominent now that we need to start. You know, the Royal Lounge is doing amazing,
Mhm.
and so what's the next couple of businesses going to be
Okay.
while maintaining the stability with our other businesses we're managing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. What are your thoughts?
I mean, the WayFinders. I
Oh, that's
mean,
number 3. There you go.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
WayFinders.
you keep forgetting about that because we always talk about sources of income all the time. We always gotta have 7 sources of income to be wealthy. You know what I'm saying, and be thriving. You know
I think you're both right on that number. Where did you get it from? I think
that
this is the first time I've ever heard 7 sources of income very specific.
any personal development person, any wealthy
That's what they
person,
would say.
that's their go-to is this 7 sources of income. So
Yeah,
so when
okay.
we peddling that, I'm all, but I'm in retail a little bit with my sweets. I just started selling at King's Peak Coffee, sweet potato cake, my St. Louis ooey gooey butter cakes. I'm working on another cafe, and then I'm hopefully in the next couple of months I can get at least like 3 to 4 that just want to purchase by case and try to get like a little delivery route started in between me cooking full time as well. And I'm starting to do content for all my private chef, and I've seen so many people online, and my fiance, she brings it to my attention all the time. She's like, "You do this every day, and you're not recording this." And this person has
This is the
80,000
first time
people.
they made it.
Yeah, and they talking about everything that I do on the daily. And I guess sometimes, I mean, my normacy is not like everybody else's normacy. Like I cooked for some basketball players this off season for dinner, and they watching the game, and I'm just chilling and I'm just talking and going back and forth. Like that's a normal day for me. So like I'm not capturing those moments or capturing everything that I could be monetizing as well. So that's another source of income that I was thinking was as well to add on.
Do you think really hard? I mean, now that it's come to your attention, do you both think a lot about content and creating it?
Oh yeah, 100%. I feel like, especially nowadays, that's the only way your business can thrive is through marketing. There's a guy I follow on TikTok. He's the owner of EV Autos, this car dealership that specializes in selling used Teslas. And a majority of his clientele, I'm sure he gets a lot more that he doesn't film every interaction, but the ones that he does film are people that travel from out of state because they found him on TikTok. Little things like that. And so us here at the Royal Lounge, we've actually had clients. We currently have clients from out of state as well, traveling from Alaska, Texas, Atlanta, just because they found us on social media. And that's where you can scale it by adding ambassadors, which is what we do, right, Bella? You're one of our ambassadors here at the Royal Lounge. That way, high profile people or big image people are putting your business out there as well. It just attracts, it's a funneling effect.
So then what's your plan?
You said
What's your plan, Stan?
what's my plan?
I mean, I thought you started tagging me in your stuff about the food, and because I'm tired a lot, I'm really tired at the end of most days. I was like, man, is he telling me that's what he's gonna bring? Is this what Wait, is he what? Like,
No, you can ask G. I just tagged.
Oh, he's tagging me. Okay, this is an opportunity
So
to share it.
I eventually started like tagging everybody that I mess with as receipts. You know what I'm saying? Like you just seeing like we good, like you just seeing them good, everything's flowing. Like because sometimes I'll get so busy that I can't post anything, and then I'll get a text from my mom. My mom would be like, she was like, no videos, no text. Are you okay? And I'm like, so if my mom's responding like that, I can imagine my family and my friends. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I gotta put some on there.
Yeah.
So that's how I guess when I got serious with the content and the marketing, like I want to push the retail, like the food, like the desserts. I'm trying to get out. I don't know why I can't say it, but I'm trying to get the desserts, so the sweet potato cakes and the cakes, just in every cafe.
Can you tell me what's in those sweet potato cakes?
I can tell you that it's a sweet potato cake.
Oh no, okay. I see it.
There's not.
But tell me a little bit about
So it's a lot of sweet potato, and it's flour and and
Don't tell me
such
the
ingredients. You know what I'm saying?
Just tell me why it's so wonderful.
Well, my first thing I ever learned how to cook was a sweet potato. I was 7 and I was playing on the floor. My grandma was cooking, playing her Al Green, dancing with her bottle of wine, and she throwing down. And I see her moving back and forth to the sink and doing this. I'm like, I can help her. So I got her on the stove. I'm like, Gigi, like, what you cooking? And she's like, sweet potatoes. Gigi, you want to peel my sweet potatoes? And I'm like, yeah. She gave me the thing and I was peeling the sweet potatoes. And then she taught me how to boil them. And then she taught me like her recipe to put everything in there. And my mama has the recipe too. So it's like a heart. Everything with me is connected to me at some point. So my grandma, her sweet potatoes, her sweet potato pies and stuff like that. I'm like, man, I like cake. So I'm like, let me add her recipe and like style it to where it's more fitting to me. So it was like sweet potato cake. She also used to sell and make gooey butter cakes. So St. Louis gooey butter cakes. So that's why I'm selling and making, because I grew up like it's crazy because I was doing it in my business and I was putting it in my business the whole entire time. And it's been like one of my number one selling items. But I never noticed that it was from my grandma until my mom was like, I'm like, now I'm selling cakes. And I was just like, your grandma used to do wedding cakes. She used to sell gooey butter cakes. She did plates, everything. And I'm like, wow. So my grandma was like my best friend. So it's like that connection. So she kind of, yeah. And I'm naturally doing it. It's like the best feeling. It was like the best validation ever in my life that I'm doing what I like. It makes me feel fulfilling. Yeah. So.
You know, I am morally opposed to pumpkin pie. I do not like it.
See.
What? It's just gotta be.
Hey, look, we not gonna get this a lot, but with Sister P today, I agree with her. Yeah. Like because look, so if you shave out a pumpkin, right, just taste the pumpkin. You just cook a pumpkin and eat it. You can't eat it.
You can't.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. But with sweet potato, you add some salt and pepper and you can eat it.
No, I prefer sweet potato pie over pumpkin, but you saying you can't eat it at all.
It's too much stuff in it, man.
It just doesn't taste good. I can eat it. But it's like
it's dolled up to me.
Hungry.
Yeah.
There's gotta be nothing else around.
Okay. You gotta be near starving to eat.
That's never the case.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We don't have to go that
I didn't know
far.
how much dislike you have.
It's not what I produce.
Okay.
I would rather make a sweet potato pie.
Oh, for sure.
Than have a pumpkin pie any day.
Yeah.
But do you boil sweet potatoes or do you bake them?
See, now she's trying to get my secret.
I'm jealous. You said you
on camera. No, I'm just messing. No, like I'll boil them. I'll boil them.
I've never heard of them that way. That's why I'm asking.
You've never boiled a sweet potato?
Do you make the pies? No, I don't know. Actually, I bake them every time.
Yeah, grandma, we boil in there and then you throw all the mix in there and you actually mash it. Like legitimately, I'm so good at making like mashed stuff now. Like, you know, they usually be telling you like to add cream, all that stuff in there. I can make the mash without any of that stuff. I add it to
gay viscosity.
Hey, John B. Word of the gay viscosity. No, but viscosity is just the thickness of a liquid.
Yeah.
And just trying to get it to it. We usually in chef we nappe. So a nappe is when you grab the spoon.
The word of the day.
That's what I need right now.
Nappe. Brought to you by. But the nappe is when you actually get your sauce and it has to fall off the spoon gradually, not fast.
Yeah,
if it's going too fast, that means it's watery. It's not a sauce.
Yeah.
That's not something that you want to eat. That's not creamy.
Yeah.
Like you ever had some creamy potatoes? If they really creamy, they might just stick to that spoon and then you shake it and it fall off. But like the sweet potato, you want it creamy, so because we should talk about food. I'm gonna go into details.
Salivate.
No, I love it. Yeah.
This is my joy. But just usually nappe.
Some of that mac and cheese would have sounded good by now.
It's mac and cheese.
Right. I mean, he could have.
I know.
I mean, I still.
You know how they
if
say,
you
like,
really
if he wanted
wanted
to, he
if you
would have.
really wanted to.
Now you think about it.
You know, like I took it. You know what? I got up, worked out, went to go hoop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she took a nap before. You
took a nap. You worked out.
A nappe.
A nappe.
The nappe. Remember?
Hey,
you remember?
Gabe be like, hey, I made some sausage cheese
with the viscosity on it. Come on.
Yeah, they getting into my bag a little bit. But
did you work out?
Of course.
See, I can say of course, and I know I didn't get to the
gym. Of course, well, today's not a lift day. Today is like more cardio, so I went to go hoop.
Okay, with who?
By myself, bro. I took me and my fiance. She went rollerblading, and I went hooping. Every time I hoop, for some reason, every time I hoop, there's always somebody coming out of nowhere. Like I can go in an empty park and I'm just hooping, and all of a sudden, hey, bro, can I shot? I'm like, what is going on? It's all good. I got headphones on. I'll be zoning out
Something
sometimes.
like
But then they start
certain
talking.
men are not supposed to be able to jump when they want to try.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
They want to check your game?
But then the dude that ended up coming over there, like I booked the event with, so.
Oh, see?
There we
See,
go.
you see what happens. when
Good
we-
networking.
we
Universe,
be
things happen
sleeping
for a
in-
reason.
Yeah, they got some money. Walked through, ran up the new Lexus. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's who I need to be talking to. But no, just getting focused. That was my main principle. Was just a routine, which we'll dive into that a little later. But
Okay. You know what though? I hug you every time I see you. I hug your entire family. I'm just putting that out there, making it super clear. I'm not hitting on anybody. On top of that, I could have birthed you.
This is family.
So now we're clear, right?
Yes, 100% clear.
You have got one of the strongest backs and chest. It's always like a rock. And I'm like,
I'm starting to blush.
oh, blush away, blush away. But tell us, did you work out today? Is this, okay, let me ask you this. Is
Go
this just your genetics or are you in the gym?
I think it's a little bit mix of both, but nothing. I mean, us Polynesian people, we're naturally strong,
Yes.
right? Genetic wise, and fitness has always been a passion of mine.
Mhm.
I would say within the past like 3 years, it's really been a main focus of my life. Just because growing up in high school, I was always obese.
I thought you were going to say you were twerk.
Yeah. Oh no.
Tiny and weak.
Or no, actually, it was elementary and middle school I was
Yeah.
obese. It was high school that I began to lose weight and turn into an asshole. If we remember our
I
last
just- I have
podcast,
forgotten.
right? That situation that
Invite this girl to, have some friends and she was not feeling
turned
it.
me cold-hearted,
Mhm.
right? That's where that kind of phase in my life
Origin
happened.
story.
Exactly.
origin
And then I got married, and we all know how married life is. Once you get married, both partners begin to blow up for some reason. You're eating a lot. You're in the honeymoon phase, right?
Or
Everything's
you're
good.
stressed, one or the other.
One or the
I said what I
other.
said.
And so I got to the point where I was like 290 pounds when I stepped
you
on the
for
scale.
real?
Yeah, this was
Yeah.
probably like a year and a half ago. I was 290 pounds. And so I was like,
A
okay,
year and a half ago.
yeah.
Didn't I know you a year and a
You
half
did
ago?
know me a year and a half ago. Oh, yeah.
Okay, continue.
I'll show you some pictures after.
Okay.
But I think that was the reality check that happened. It was like right after I had our youngest daughter, Lisi, and I was like, oh shoot, I looked at pictures of myself. You ever look at old photos of yourself? You're like, damn, I want to get back to looking like that. I saw an old photo of myself. I was like, okay, back to the gym. And so fitness, I've studied up on it. I've got so much knowledge that I could be a certified personal trainer.
Mm-hmm.
And people tend to
What do you
overcomplicate
do?
fitness, but it's not. What do you mean for in general?
Yeah.
You gotta watch what you eat. A lot of people think it's the exercising
I
portion.
watch it on my phone.
I watch it on TikTok. I watch everything
the
that
videos I made.
Chris tags me in.
I watch all the food.
You gotta watch what you put into your body. It's like a car. You put the wrong fuel in the car's not gonna move. Your body, same thing. You put the bad stuff in, you're gonna perform like shit. And so I track like I've got to hit a certain amount of proteins that I eat every day. Yeah. Calorie deficit. If you're trying to cut, you have to eat less calories, and so you got to track your calories throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing if you're trying to bulk. So
What do you get into a bulk phase?
I do.
Okay. So how long is your bulk phase, and when do you start cutting?
Usually for a bulk, I'll go like 6 to 8 weeks on a bulk,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll do the cut immediately after that.
And then how long is your cut phase?
The cut phase usually is about the same time frame.
Okay, so then what weights are you actually hitting in between? Because the more you burn,
Yeah.
I mean, the faster things change.
Mm-hmm.
You reduce the fuel, burn more.
Exactly.
So even,
What am I doing for my workouts?
yeah.
I work out. So currently, I try to go at least 5 times a week, Monday through Friday. If I
You
can.
run this place, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can call you guys any time of day and somebody will be here.
Just like what you said. If you really wanted to, you would do it. Right? I think
Don't
that's
say
what
that
it's.
to me. Don't use my words against me.
I'm just saying.
As long as we don't segue into the context of what is under, you just keep with it.
If it's really your goal, anything you've got in mind that you really want to do and pursue, you're gonna make anything happen to reach it, right? I don't know. That's my mentality as a person.
Yeah. No, it's true.
And so I just don't want to look back, and I don't want to look like how I did in those photos years ago, right? And on top of that, fitness has always been, most importantly to me, a mental stability, right? I've gotten to the point where if I don't start my day off with a workout, it's called gym anxiety or fitness anxiety. Like you feel like
all day long till you get back there.
you feel like your day is not the same as if you were to go.
What do you think the difference is between the day that you work out and the day that you don't?
You're more productive. 100%.
More productive.
Yeah, like your mind, you've got a lot more clarity, right? Because if you're able to push yourself in the gym at the beginning of the day, when you had just waken up, your body has just gone through the sleep process where you're not as strong, right? Your muscles are relaxed, and you're pushing yourself for this, whether it's 45 minutes to an hour and a half, you feel like you can conquer anything in the world that day.
Yeah.
Just because you've already conquered yourself physically.
Big facts.
So mentally, nothing's gonna be challenging, dude.
Big facts.
Because the gym is not only physically challenging, but it's more mentally challenging, right? You're laying on a bench and you've got 400 pounds above you. You got to believe that you can do this. If you don't, you're not. Any lift you do.
No, he facts. No facts. Cause I was telling him, I'm mastering. I'm a master 315. Like, do you understand? Like, that's how heavy like that really is. Or like when you're doing squats or you're doing like anything like, and like even if you can lift it, you have to finish those sets because you got to do at least 5 sets. You got to do your failure set. Like you get to that failure set, and your failure set is meaning that you have to go until you can't go anymore.
Yeah.
And if you're already going heavy,
like
I think like the other day was like 750 on leg press, and I'm like, bro, at that last set, you know, you got the last set,
shaky
leg
legs,
press,
shaky legs.
the leg press, like, because when you comes down this way,
legs.
like you like cannot push this. What?
you are so in the zone in this one.
I know, but just focus.
Just doing his own thing. No, don't even ask him.
Yeah. I don't even want
He'll
to.
drag you right down the hill.
No, but you get. I know what you're talking about. That point where your legs are like super shaky or like exhausted. What do you do? That's scary, isn't it? Like on the leg press with that much weight, and you realize like if I go down and I get stuck, what do I do?
Yeah.
You're in a vulnerable position.
Yeah.
Your legs are in the air, wide open.
Yeah.
Knees are bent completely. How are you gonna get that weight up?
No, did he? Say what?
Oh, okay. You already in here living. That's what he said.
I had to say it. You have to say it, bro. We open the segment.
Super vulnerable position.
You can't just be putting stuff out there, ass up, pushing up stuff like.
You gotta make eye contact with somebody in the gym who you know can save you.
First of all,
well, I think adrenaline kicks in at that point.
Yeah, no, you save yourself because you be hyped. Like you at least get rid of it because your adrenaline makes you a superhero.
A lot about yourselves right
now. Yeah, adrenaline makes you a superhero. But in that gym, ain't nobody in that gym doing no leg press on no 750. I'm at Anytime Fitness. Who the hell gonna save me?
Like you brought the little piece in.
Be like, well, I'm gonna have all the small women and the dudes that's just working out just so they
the
can.
ladies that do hot yoga coming out.
Bro, like, how am I going? I'm stuck. I'm like,
No, listen.
it would be like
Anytime Fitness.
I have nothing bad to say about any gym. But I don't find myself in those places where there's more machines than there are free weights. And I don't find myself in places where ain't nobody can help me.
I mean,
especially if I'm gonna go crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't do it if I know I couldn't just get it off of you.
This is okay. See, and that's.
But the mentality, but the way you feel like you can't push it no more. Mm-hmm. Failure sets are like you feel like you're failing. You're like no, and then like even when you're doing the bench press, like you get there and like I know you know what I'm talking about. Like you get right here, you almost done, and that's the hardest push. That last push,
crush my chest or my neck. Which one's it gonna be today? Get this shit up. Then put it on, It's
you make the ugliest face. Yeah. You
sit up and you think about your life.
You feel like you conquered the
bro.
damn
No,
world.
I feel like we in the anime. Like I literally feel like I'm leveling up, powering up. I'm like, oh, let's go.
And I think that's where once you go through situations like that with fitness, it opens up a different compartment in your mind where you're able to like. You think back to that specific moment, anything hard happens in life, and you're going through a struggle, you'll think back to that moment and like, okay, I can conquer anything.
Y'all living a different life than me, I'm telling you. Like, to be honest, normally I'm in the gym.
Yeah.
I have taken probably a couple of years off because I'm not a spring chicken like you guys. Your recovery doesn't come like, you might have, the first day you might feel okay, second day you feel it. For me, it's the first day
kicks
I
in.
know something's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. The second day I feel it. The third day I feel it. I'm at the age where it's like, I'm 5 days out. This I have stretched 5,000 times. These muscles are not letting it go.
Give me the Bengay and the hot, the icy
Everything,
hot.
everything. I'm sitting in a hot tub and doing everything because I'm not a spring chicken. But I've been there. I've been there for like, you know, being in the gym all the time, hitting weights because that's softball. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Right. But there was never a time that I said to myself, I can push this off weight. I can do anything. That's different.
Mm-hmm. Now, one challenge I'm going to extend to you.
Yeah. Is to go back. Don't talk to me like
No,
that.
not that.
Straight to my
If
face.
you do.
She let him talk. Jesus Christ. She was like, no, you're not gonna make me. You're not gonna motivate me to do something I don't want to do, boy. Like,
As
dang.
long as we're clear. As long as we're clear.
You want to get slapped?
Yeah, basically. We need to spread these chairs out. Maybe we need to rethink this whole setup now.
We're about to play musical chairs.
Yeah.
We're about to play musical chairs right
You
now.
two sit together and I have to sit in the corner.
No.
No, if you ever do get to the point where you jump back into the fitness aspect, right?
Yeah.
You can do certain activities where you don't have to use weights. It's not as strenuous on your muscles.
I mean,
not the
like,
machines.
You know what I mean?
You can like in the pool.
Mm.
You're loosening up your joints and everything,
And listen,
and that's tiring.
And listen, for a woman, you
That
can
is
walk. You can
tiring.
walk too, though. Like
You
long
can
walks.
walk.
Long walks work for you.
And that's pushing you mentally
You
when
gotta
you're out of breath.
strenuously running.
You put it at an incline a little bit.
Facts.
Less stress on the joints.
Facts.
Let me tell you how my weightlifting career started.
Let's go.
Okay, when I was 14 years old.
Okay.
As my last year of middle school, all of my siblings are in high school, and all of them are. I mean, they are stacked. These boys are ripped head to toe, playing football, doing that thing. My older brother said to me, "When you get done with school, come home with us, right?" And then I'm coming. I'd sit in the car, and he said, "No, you're not gonna sit in the car while the rest of us are out playing sports and in the gym. You will be in the gym with us." So I, just based on the fact that he locked the car, and either I stand outside for an hour or I just come inside to be in the gym, I was in the gym with him. And he taught me how to lift. We lifted and lifted and lifted. By the time I left high school, I could pour a squat like 600. That was not a big deal because I was in with the big boys. I was always
600 for a female is a big deal. What?
Yes, I'm Samoan. I was with my brothers all the time.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like, I'm training all the time because they're boys. They don't know that they're supposed to not do that.
That girls lift a little different than guys.
They're like, well, if she can pick it up, she can pick it up. That was their mentality.
Yeah.
And that just stayed. So now I'm at this place where if my body doesn't recover, it's really hard for me to go back to the gym and start lifting it. Like, I could throw a bar at you, you know, like the benching bar, I could throw like a spear and hit you.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to start with the weights that don't tear up your joints because your muscles already know how to do everything else. Your muscles are still strong enough to do everything else, but your joints are like, sis, we were not
Take
born
it easy.
yesterday. Yeah. See, and the recovery is not in the muscles that's killing me. It's the recovery in the joints. But then, you know, like walking is great. Can't run anymore because the knee is no good.
Well, are you taking
Take
extra
turmeric.
extra collagen?
I was like,
All
take
day,
collagen
every
and
day.
you take turmeric?
Yeah, everything. But here's the thing. Eventually, you two will get there to this point where you have to understand your body needs to do stuff differently. I actually just had this whole conversation with myself this morning, and I said, okay, well, because I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was walking crazy. I said, did you just have a leg day? He's like, yeah. I said, I don't do squats anymore. Because the knee doesn't allow me to come back up easy, right? And then it's swollen for a week, and I'm like, this wasn't worth it. And he's like, well, why don't you just do something lighter? And you know, it has never occurred to me to just do something lighter.
Yeah, more reps. This is high reps. Yeah.
Do you want to be in the gym for an extra hour and a half, trying to get in to the point of failure because you're picking up something light?
I mean,
It doesn't have to be significantly
yeah,
lighter.
you don't have to be crazy.
It does. Like, it does for me because the knee is no good. The shoulder's no good.
Yeah. And you tried braces and everything too?
I'm past that. Okay, I'm about to expose my age. I'm not telling you how old I am.
So you know what you
I'm
need to do?
telling
You know what you
is
need to
that
do?
It's been damaged over and over and over again. So
Okay.
it's
Cartilage.
a mentality thing,
Uh-huh.
where you have to slow it down and just be like, listen, what can your body handle? Yeah, it can definitely handle light weights, right?
Yeah.
Now you gotta train your brain to just stay in there and keep working a little bit longer than you normally would have, because you can't lift heavy.
And you need flexibility is what you're missing.
Oh,
Like,
no,
yo-
I'm
like
not
yoga?
missing.
Like you
Do
do
plenty
yoga?
of yoga.
You do yoga too? What is going on with you?
I'm getting older. That's what I'm telling you. And so,
I'm
this is the whole thing. See, that's how I know y'all haven't been there yet.
No,
You
because
you
like
haven't damaged yourself enough that
No,
you
but-
gotta actually change the
no,
way you
but
approach
but
it.
listen though, like I'm a
Yeah.
linebacker. I've been a linebacker since I was 9 years
Likes
old.
to recover.
So no, but like listen, like
Yeah.
sports ages your body.
Yes.
I've been hitting people over and over
Yes.
for 10 plus years.
Yes.
And like my knees have been really bad. I know I'm doing younger recovery stuff like that, but like I went through those pain. Like I still have those pain. Like whether when it's
Yes.
I
You
still
feel
have
it.
those
Every
aches.
joint.
I have
Yes.
I have all those pains that you're talking about. It's just we got it's
You and
something.
I are about 15 years apart in age.
Don't say that.
But I'm serious though. Like if you and I were the same age, this wouldn't be a problem. So and the reason why I bring this up, like it's not even about the weightlifting. I know how to do it. I've been doing it.
Is that a mental challenge on you?
The mental challenge is to match what I know and understand with what I actually can do.
Yeah.
And it's hard when you know that you could do it.
Because you're
all.
mentally strong. It's just
No.
physically, it's getting.
Physically, I'm strong.
Oh.
Mentally, I can't adjust to doing what won't hurt me. Do you know what I mean? No, you're not there yet.
You think the pain is necessary
No.
in order for it? Or
No.
what is because like
No.
you said lifting light, I don't know, expound.
Okay, when you have muscle memory, right?
Yeah.
Everybody has. You've been there.
Mhm.
The muscle memory. The muscle memory tells you go to the gym, how much you start lifting. Say it's a bench press. What are
Right.
you gonna put on the bar?
225.
Starts a start set, 225.
Exactly.
Warm up,
Yeah. I've never pushed because I didn't want pecs that were bigger than.
Right.
I didn't.
No females.
Yeah. So I generally have never pushed past 150.
Okay.
But that means when I come in, like I want to warm up somewhere close to about
Like probably just a bar.
No.
Okay.
At the bar is the weight of a child.
You still gotta get the joints loose.
Yeah,
No,
like
but I'm not talking about
just
the
the warm up.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you're ready to go.
Oh, you're working
You're
set.
ready to
Okay.
go. And what are you gonna put 225? You're gonna put 225 on?
That's the warm up.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that's so now can you imagine that when you come in and do that, now it feels like you're ripping right through your pecs. You can feel the muscle ripping. Not the good rip, not the it's growing. But like
You feel like an injury
ripped
is
it.
about to occur.
It's occurred
Yeah,
and
usually-
it's in there and you're aggravating it. How do you teach yourself to now come back and start at 150?
That pain should be
No, the pain forces you to do it.
Yeah,
How do you teach
PTSD.
yourself to just say, I need to do this different,
I
or
need to
not
step
at
back
this
a little
place,
bit.
and- right, and to not be discouraged by I have to step back a little bit.
And that's the
I have to
mental
do this
challenge you
different."
face.
That's the mental challenge. That's it. It's saying, hey, we have all this muscle memory in front of us.
Yeah.
Like I can pick it up, I can do all of it. Is this the right thing to do?
Yeah.
Is this actually going to benefit me? Is this good for my ego? Good for what I am used to? Is this actually good for my body?
So the mental is
The mental game is the hard one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The mental game is always hard for everything.
Yeah.
If you think about it across the board, but like I liked what Gabe was like the alignment of like working out with the mental health, like it lines up because you just trying to visualize. Because I mean, as men, like we put a lot on our shoulders because we have to be strong enough to carry everything. Like if something happened, I got to be able to put my family on my back. And, you know, you keep going. You know, so when you're not able to do that. Like when I had a hiatus where I haven't been working out, like I gained a lot of weight, like 30, 40 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of stress and all that stuff with the business and stuff. And by the time I came back to Gabe, like Gabe came around like Gabe, like I was already in that mindset. And I'm like, we need to get back healthy and like that healthy, like thinking of trying to be healthy and conforming to like just working out and lifting and stuff like that. It transforms your mind and your mindset to something on a totally different level.
Mm-hmm.
So
It hurts, but it's funny.
yeah,
Right?
it's like you
gotta
gonna
learn
get your
to
feelings.
laugh.
You gonna get your feelings.
You gotta
right
have
now?
thick skin being around
That's what I
colored people.
said, you know.
For sure.
I just want you to know I didn't swear that much this time.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you asked me not to, but I tried.
I'm gonna take my personal life, and I'm gonna be nice because I choose
I'ma dim
to.
it down
Not
a
because
little
you
bit.
tell me to. If you tell me to, I'm gonna
down.
start back. Like it's like a threat, bro.
Oh man, great conversation.
Okay, I'm rolling now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, oh hey guys, you know what? We've been here a minute. I got places to be. You got places to be?
We do.
Things to do? So
I mean, yeah.
if you were to have no. Okay, this is your day off. Got it.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do.
You gotta think about next time how you gonna bring us some food.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna get this mac and cheese working. I can't keep talking.
Oh, we
It's
bring
just
mac and cheese. Sweet potato.
cakes.
Sweet.
I'm trying to like he can eat that. That's
I'm
for the
asking
low.
Gabe.
And it's a
I don't care about
protein.
Gabe.
Proteins and some veggies. And I can make some Cajun pasta with this mac and cheese. And then the kids, like everybody eat.
Yeah. Sweet potato cake. Okay. If you just make that happen, that's all I'm saying.
Hey, look.
You know I love you, right?
Look. I'll bring the sweet potato cake and
Thank you.
then G will make sure we get the carb load in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah,
You
Sister
want-
P, you
you
good with
want-
that?
Yeah. I'm just.
What's
my
the
request? What's your parting shot for today?
what's my what?
Parting shot.
My parting shot.
Yeah.
My parting shot. I think the main thing is let's be kind to everyone because everybody goes through something, right?
Mhm.
So if everybody goes through something,
I swear he's trying to call me out.
I'm trying to
laugh. That's a genuine laugh.
She's like, how do I say it not to her face, but right to her face? It's like my plan for next year.
We should be. Oh my! Next year we gonna be like episode 250.
But give me time to transform. Let me lean into this at my own pace. That's niceness. What do you want that for? Why?
Be kind, reflect, and rewind. That's my words. So
That's right. You know
For
something about
somebody-
videotape. Be kind,
For-
rewind. I like it.
Somebody in particular needs to be kind and rewind and think about their thoughts.
I would be kinder if I had sweet potato cake. I said what I said, and I take it back.
Oh my God! Is there any events that we're looking forward to, or anything we're looking forward to on next
You got
podcast?
anything going on, fella?
No, not yet. Not this month. I think you do. Though.
We do. June 28th here at the Royal Lounge, 6 to 11. We've got our first ever the Royal King's Day event going on. So the Royal King's Day is going to be our first ever charity event that we hold for the Royal Lounge. We typically hold one once a year just because we do a lot of outreach within the community, such as the homeless shelter, the women's shelter. We've got Missionary Mondays. We're here in Utah, so we give missionaries free haircuts on Mondays. And so this event that we're going to be holding at the end of this month is to fund all those projects and everything that we do throughout the year. And so we've got CFO and Fat Boy, two
Nice,
local
nice.
artists headlining. We've got small business vendors as well that are going to be scattered. The event will be here at the Royal Lounge. Tickets will be available to purchase on our social media page.
Love it.
It should be a great event.
Love it. What's your parting shots?
So my personal one, just to tie in everything we've talked about today, with mental wellness, I feel like you should always remember to love yourself. You've always got to remember that you're your biggest critic, but you don't have to be that hard on yourself sometimes, right? And by pushing yourself, there's a balance, like you spoke about. You got to be able to push yourself to be a better individual than you were the day before, but you got to remember to be kind to yourself as well. And if you're not, and entrepreneurship is what you want to pursue in your career, it's going to be hard because you're going to be the downfall and the epitome of your business if you're being too hard on it. You got to let it do its thing and let it grow.
I like that.
That's all I got for today.
Okay, last thought.
Yes.
No phones on the yacht.
No
No
phones
phones
on
on
the
the
yacht.
No phones.